So I know in these hard times, like people need to be cheered, like get cheered up. But I just wanted to like bring awareness to this type of issue that isn't being talked about as much. And ever since the pandemic, we're forced to be, we're not forced, but we're stuck at home more than we should be. And that type of environment can just like drive a person crazy. And before I get started, I'm sorry if I look like Elliot off ET, but I'm having a bad hair day and didn't feel like putting on a hat. But yeah, this topic needs to get recognized because I, for myself, like I deal with depression from time to time, and to the point where sometimes it gets serious when I'm thinking about taking my life. And I know it's a whole lot of people out there that's dealing with depression. Um, I wish I was just able to reach out to everybody, have a sit down talk. So hopefully this video reaches as many people as it can. Hopefully it can help somebody out because dealing with depression isn't easy, and the people that's not dealing with it, they really don't understand what people dealing with depression have to go through. And sometimes you feel like you don't have no one to talk to because that person doesn't know what you're going through. And I always tell people, I wish you can be in my shoes to understand how I feel, because I can tell you all day how I feel, but you're not going to understand until you're actually in my shoes. I'm going to tell you something that helped me out when I first started dealing with depression, when I went through this real bad breakup a while back. I started watching The Big Bang Theory. And when I first started making my channel, I used to post clips of The Big Bang Theory. And I made a video about why I like The Big Bang Theory. And I explained in that video why. Is because when I was going through my depression, I didn't have anybody that I could talk to. No one. I started watching The Big Bang Theory, and I connected with the characters. It's like that was the group of people that I needed in my life at the time. Everything that they were going through on the show, I was like, man, that's the type of people that I need in my life. Like that's the type of shit that I'm into. Science, comics, cartoons, all of that. I just related to it so much. And that gave me hope because I'm like, okay, these people bringing out the best in me, helping me cheer up. I was feeling down like I didn't have no one. I had that TV show, five days a week, for an hour, twice a day for 5 days a week. I had my friends on TV every night at 6 o'clock, I believe it came on, or 7 o'clock or whatever. I was tuned in. And I just related, it just lifted me up. And I told myself, I'm like, I'm not going to stop until that's my life. I want a great group of friends just like that. Not a care in the world, just all about geeky stuff, girls, just all of that. And eventually as the show progressed, you see how the characters evolved. And that's why I will like always be faithful to The Big Bang Theory, because at that point in my life, that was the only thing that I had other than my two pet snakes, who aren't here anymore. Rest in peace, Aaron and Scarly. But yeah, it just lifted me up. And then most recently, I was going through depression again because I found out some stuff that was going on behind my back with my so-called friends. And I'm a cool person. I'm really nice, fun to be around. I treat everybody the same. I treat everybody how I want to be treated. So I'm loyal. I'm loyal like a dog. So I will never disrespect people. I never hurt people. But come to find out, they wasn't showing me that same behavior back. And I found that out, and it just felt like it was me against the world. I didn't have anyone. I couldn't just call up somebody and talk. And if I did call somebody, they didn't understand the problem. They told me what to do, and I will listen, but if it's not the advice that I want to hear, I'm gonna do what's best for me. And then I started watching 2.5 Men, the one with Charlie Sheen, and they don't say it personally, but they do dive into depression. And you see, almost every episode involves liquor, and that's how they tackle theirs. And just like some things that happened in that show, I saw how they dealt with it on that TV show, and I'm like, okay, instead of just laying in my bed all day being depressed, just put it behind me. Now, I'm not saying drinking is the best solution. Can't drink away your problems, but at one point in time, that's what I did. Like, I was drinking every day. Bought bottles of bourbon, scotch, vodka. I was drinking margaritas, and this was like for a whole week until I had to realize what the fuck I was doing. Because I mean, I would drink all day and then wake up the next morning and I would still have some liquor left in my cup from the night before. And guess what? Even before I can go brush my teeth, I'm drinking. So I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I have to get it together. I mean, it did help at the time. Sometimes liquor brings out the worst thing, like everything that you're holding deep inside. The liquor brings it out. Sometimes it coats it. It like masks the problems, the hurt. It can just be either or. But one thing that made me stop is like when I looked in the mirror and I saw my stomach, and my stomach like I was pregnant. So I'm like, wow, and I'm real big on taking care of my body. Like, my body is my temple. So once I saw like how big my stomach was getting from drinking, because I wasn't eating that much, so the little gut that I was getting was from the liquor. So I'm like, okay, I want to mask my problems. I want to get away from the depression, but I love my body more. So I'm just gonna have to figure stuff out, like go soul searching. But that did, the 2.5 Men did help, because it showed me how to like put your problems behind you and don't be depressed about it all the time. My message is for people who's dealing with depression, like, it all starts with support system. Like, you need love in your life. You need those people who are going to show you love, treat you like the person that you ought to be treated. You don't need no negativity. You don't need no lies. You need loyal people. If you don't have all that, and sometimes when you do come across people like that and then you're on your own, that's the worst part about it. And one step is to get out the house, because right here, this where I'm at, like, basically 24 hours a day, I'm in this room looking at these walls. I got numerous of movies. I got over 600 movies. I got a PS5. None of that matters. None of that matters to me. I can't even enjoy that. You need people in your life. Like, human beings are meant to socialize amongst each other. And that's part of the depression, when you feel like you don't have no one. So there's plenty of like groups you can join. Just engage in people. Even if some might not engage back, but hey, you tried. Like, be social. Just, it's easy for me to start a conversation with people. It's easy for me to argue with people. And that's what a lot of people, like, I heard that some people that's like dealing with depression, like dealing with self-hate, those are the types that go online and like try to pick fights with people because they're trying to bring others down just to make themselves feel good because their life isn't going how they wanted it to go. But I'm the complete opposite because my life isn't nowhere where I need to be. But I don't go online, start talking shit to people. I don't do none of that. I look to socialize with people, to start friendly conversations. Even the comments that I get on my videos, very rarely that I ever get any hateful comments. Sometimes I respond, sometimes I tell them like, thanks for watching, this and that, this and that. And I even had one person said some racist shit to me, and I forgot what I said to them, but they replied the very next day, apologized and said they was going through something. And anybody that's watching this video now that's dealing with depression, I'm letting you know that my schedule is always open. If you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. You can comment in the comment section. My email address is in my about me section on my channel. Send me an email if you need someone to talk to. I've been through it all, so I will understand your problems. So hopefully the things that I say on this video can help you out. If you need more advice, like I say, don't hesitate to email me. If you know a friend, tell them about this video. Tell them that they need someone to talk to that understands their situation. I'm here. I'm always here because I completely understand. I'm dealing with it now. So I'm up to the point. That's not the reason I had this on, but pulling my hair out and can't eat sometimes, sleep all day, and I've experienced it all, and it's not cool. It's really not. It's all about having great people in your life, having people that love you, treat you how you ought to be treated. And like I said, I know how I feel when the world, like it's you against the world. You don't have anybody. And sometimes I question God, like, damn, what the fuck did I do in my past life to make this life so miserable? But we'll get through it. Hopefully we'll get through it. Just think it through. Suicide isn't the answer. It's not, because this world gonna keep going with or without you. It's sad to say that, but it is. Like all the times that I thought about doing it, I'm like, okay, the world's still gonna continue without me. It's not like I'm going to bring the world down. They'll think about me for like a week or so, but then continue to go on. So what's the point of it? I mean, things will get better. You won't have to suffer for it no more. But like I say, I'm here, guys. I'm here. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Open ears. Tell you about my problem, because it's a whole lot of stuff. I didn't tell you every detail that I'm going through, but it's a whole lot of stuff that I'm dealing with. And trust me, I can make a movie about it. Probably a TV show. TV show would be better. That's just how long it is. But anyways, don't be scared. Just feel free to comment, contact me, and see y'all soon.